Welcome back. This is Rito here, and you can see today we are on my building character because we're going to do some building for the Magnus the Mage playthrough. I want to build a secret chamber off to the bottom left of this build. I want it to be a portal that will go to another dimension that will be part of the storyline. So let's go ahead and start building out that cave and portal, and then build the other dimension where lots of the NPCs are going to be trapped. We have a teleporter right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put like a switch right beside it and then black it out. So I'll just know where that switch is. And then that will allow us to enter this teleporter, which is going to be super cool. It's going to take us to a different dimension. And so in order to build the stuff for the different dimension, I think I'm just going to build it up on the surface. And then when we are happy with it, we'll bring it into the underworld or close to it, and then we'll connect the teleporters. So I've painted this area white to kind of show you what I'm doing here. We've got a valid NPC house right here, and what we're going to do is turn this light off. What we have is suitable housing right here that all the NPCs can walk through, because I want to stack a bunch of these in a row so it'll just look like a bunch of NPCs walking around in limbo. What I'm going to do is just use a shadow dye and then shadow dye all of that and that right there. And you see we've got completely blacked out background, and then we can use little bits of starlight to put in some stars and stuff like that. I also wanted to see how, ooh, that looks kind of cool. It looks kind of like nebula, like maybe around some of these, you know, a little bit of like nebula out there with the granite wall. This is an offline gem spark wall, but if you paint it shadow, I'm gonna switch to wall right here. If you paint it shadow, it looks much better, like that. So basically what we're gonna do is build this out. I'll probably jump into edit and just copy this house and move it a bunch over, and then what I want to do is create like a floating island of like this gray, dusty kind of asteroid looking thing, and then just have all of the NPCs living on it. What you do is you take your paint tools and you can paint these black so that they do not show up at all. And then I just need to go find some fragments from the different events, like vortex and stardust and all that, and then we could put those in the frames and it will create cool looking stars. So to place a boulder, we just need to put down 2 stone blocks, and then I believe we just place it right on top. And then all we need to do is do a shadow paint on the blocks below it. I like that a lot. So we can basically have little asteroid belts around some of these. I think that's enough to get us started. And let's jump on over to T-Edit and do some cool stuff. It's just so much easier to see that in game it's just a mess when everything's all painted black. It looks really cool when it's done, but it's very challenging to build with. So let's just start building some of this up here just to get it away from the ground. I think that's looking pretty good. Now we can kind of vary what this is made of. So what I'm going to do is do edit matching. It's looking pretty sweet. I'm really excited to see what this looks like in game. Let's go ahead and save and check it out. Yeah, we need to figure out how to create light in the outside. Maybe if we put some gem spark right behind these. Ooh, Gemspark when painted black does still provide light. That's cool. So let's throw some Gemspark around here. Okay, so it looks like I might have accidentally painted more stuff solid black than I thought, unfortunately. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. It's a bit of a learning process, but it's quite cool. I'm loving the effect. I've been working really hard on making this look awesome. There's actually a wall right here, so I can't walk any farther. And when I fly up, it's all covered. This biome is completely immersive. I can fly to the top of these houses and over here, and I can still see the space and this crazy realm in every direction. I've got stone boulders painted different colors of gray and blues, and then this is supposed to be like a dark matter. It's actually bubble inverted, and I like that it's kind of pulsing. It's pretty cool. And then I painted a lot of the bubbles different colors, like, you know, up here is a yellow one with platforms, one platform hammered down, so it looks kind of like it's got an asteroid belt. And then I played with the color of these stars that I scattered throughout. I darkened some of them, like right here you could see this one's darker than that, and I think it creates more of a feel of space, because not all the stars are the equal brightness. So I darkened a lot of stars by painting them black. There's 25 valid NPC houses on this little island. It's basically just NPC prisons, the 3x10s, all the way across. There's light switches that I activated, and so they're turned off, but it's still a valid NPC house. And pretty much all the NPC houses are made from platforms. You can see I'm standing on the platform right here for one house. But I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I think it looks really sweet. The idea right here is that, you know, this portal kind of creates this weird corruption. Kind of like if you've watched Stranger Things, that's kind of the thought I had, you know, like this portal to this other dimension kind of corrupts everything around it and spreads almost like roots or vines. I hope you all have enjoyed this creation of this space biome. It's going to be pretty dang cool to copy into the new world. Definitely check out my Magnus the Mage playthrough, which will be using this, and it's going to be really awesome. We're going to do Calamity, and it's going to have a little bit of a storyline, especially at the beginning, so stay tuned for that. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe so you can see more of my content, and I'll catch you next time.